Okay guys, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to prime my eyelids with my Ulta matte eye primer in the shade Nude. This is just going to cancel out any redness, veins, or anything like that, and basically create a blank canvas for my bright eyeshadows that I'm going to be using in this look. Now I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me powder and I'm going to use this to set my crease area. That way the eyeshadows that I use go on very smoothly and not patchy, because that primer is a little tacky and sticky. So I want to set that in its place. Then I'm going to take the first shade in the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is a beautiful brow bone highlight shade. It's not too shimmery, but it's not matte. It's just, oh my god, I love that shade. And I'm just putting that right at the arch of my brow. Now I'm taking a medium brown shade and I'm going to apply this in my crease as my transition shade. Taking my Morphe M506, I am going to take that Jada color, which is such a pretty matte jade shade. I really love this shade. The pigmentation is perfect and the blendability is perfect. Pretty much every shadow in this palette is perfect. I really love it. And this is a smaller tapered brush, so this is going to allow me to create the desired shape that I want, which is more of like a V shape. Now I'm spraying my brush with MAC Fix Plus and I'm taking the color Pool Party and I'm going to use this on my lid. And basically I'm just going to keep building the shade up to the intensity that I like. So yeah, I'm just going to put that on the blank area, but I am going to leave a little bit of space in the middle of my eye for the next shadow. Now taking that emerald shade, I'm going to put that on the center of my lid. And again, I'm just going to build this up to the intensity that I like. I first go in with this flat shader brush, which is actually by Urban Decay. It came in the electric palette, I believe. And then at some point I do go in with my finger, just because you can get more intensity sometimes when you use your finger. And then I'm going to take that dark shade right there with my M124. This actually looks like a black when you just look at it real quickly, but it's actually a very dark emerald green. It's super pretty and I really love this shade for adding depth and keeping the color scheme the same rather than just using a straight black. So I just pat that on with a shader brush, the M124. Now I'm taking this LA Girl eyeliner, and you can use any eyeliner, but I'm just using that as a base, and I'm taking the color Twerk over that, and that is going on my lower lash line. Now taking that jade color again, that matte green that we used in the outer corner, I'm going to use that to blend out that Twerk shade. I just really like the way these colors mesh together, and it just kind of made it more of a smoky lower lash line. Now I'm taking a turquoise liner by Revlon. You can use any turquoise liner that you want, or you can use a purple or a green liner, whatever you like. And I put that on my waterline, but I also stuck a little bit in the inner corner. Then I used the same highlight shade that I used on my brow bone on the inner corner. And now I'm just doing a very thin line across the lash line, so my lash bands for my lashes can be hidden. So I went in, I applied my lashes, and I applied my mascara. Oh my god, this is going really fast. So anyways, I'm just taking this Wet n Wild bronzer and highlighter duo. I believe it's like the caramel one, or toffee maybe? I don't know. But I love this bronzer when I have a tan. It's just, oh, it's so pigmented, and I just really like the formula. So I'm just bronzing up my face. Then I'm using this shade by Wet n Wild. No, not, what am I talking about? Milani, and it's in the shade Coralista. And I am just using that just because I feel like corals and oranges really complement the blue shadow. And then I'm going to go in with my highlights, and I'm going to be using my Nicole Guerrio palette because I love this palette, and I'm mixing the darkest, I think it's 143, and that orangey highlight as well. So I'm mixing the two together, and I'm using my Anastasia highlighting brush. Finishing off with lips, I'm first going in with the lip liner Aquarius, I believe, and then I go in, no, wait, maybe this is in the color Best Friend. I don't know. I know I started with that liner, and then I went in with Aquarius, which is what I'm going in with here. I just needed a little bit more depth. Now I'm going in with the color Magic Wand by Colourpop. It's the Ultra Satin Lip. And then I'm finishing off with their bronzy lip gloss. I don't remember the name. Oh my god. I will list it in the down bar or the description box, whatever you want to call it. Any lip gloss will do. But yes, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one.